This is the story of ex-drug dealer / rapper Terrell Ralo Davis Part 2. According to Ralo, after making a lot of money in the streets and having a name for himself, he would turn his attention to becoming a rapper after seeing his friend K Blocka's brother, Young Scooter, start to make a name for himself in the rap game. According to Ralo, he was able to develop a relationship with Young Scooter after he was released from jail and had nowhere to go, so he was left to move in with Young Scooter so he can get back on his feet. Ralo said if it wasn't for Young Scooter, he would have never even thought about becoming a rapper, because Young Scooter was the person who actually convinced him to become a rapper since he already had the money and image around Atlanta. According to Ralo, once he became a rapper, he was able to develop a relationship with Future after giving him $30,000 for a feature. Ralo said when he first started rapping, Future didn't even really take him serious at first, until one day Future saw him in a jewelry store spending tens of thousands of dollars on jewelry so he can boost up his image once he started filming and releasing music videos. Ralo said from that day on, after Future seen him in a jewelry store spending all that money, him and Future would become close and started doing songs together such as Can't Lie, Dog Food, Get That Money, My Brothers, and many more. According to the streets, once Ralo began to make a name for himself as a rapper, he would begin to flex on social media by showing off his wealth and hanging out with other rappers such as Lil Boosie, Young Thug, Gucci Mane, Trouble, and Young Dolph, Future, and many others. According to the feds, in 2017, they believe Ralo would begin trafficking marijuana by taking trips to Northern California via private jet and bringing back hundreds of pounds of weed to Atlanta to sell. According to Ralo's federal criminal complaint, on December 18, 2017, Ralo and 10 others would board a private jet in Fulton County to go to Sacramento, California on a round trip. And 4 days later, on December 22, 2017, at 5 a.m. in the morning, once Ralo and the others arrived back in Fulton County, the FBI, ATF, and Georgia State Police surveillance team would see Ralo and the others transferring 37 packages wrapped in white holiday paper from the jet to a van that was waiting at the airport. According to the feds, moments later after Ralo and the others left the airport, the Georgia State Police would conduct a traffic stop on the van after seeing the van traveling in the dark without its lights on. It is said once the Georgia State Police pulled over the van, they could smell the strong odor of marijuana coming from the van and decided to search it. It is said during their search, they will find 520 pounds of weed wrapped in a white holiday paper, which has a street value of over $1 million. The Georgia State Police also said during their search of the van, they noticed everybody in the van was wearing Fam Goon and Fam America shirts. Plus, it is said a day after this bust, Ralo would take to his IG and post, "I've lost more than a man has gained in his lifetime. Have you ever lost $1 million at one time?" After losing 300K weeks before and still up. According to the feds, this post was used as their evidence against Ralo. According to the feds, 5 months later on April 14, 2018, the feds would receive information Ralo had traveled to Northern California and would be coming back to Atlanta via private jet from Sacramento, California. And it is said, given what happened with the first bus on December 22, 2017, the feds decided to set up another surveillance team in Sacramento this time. It is said on April 14, 2018, the feds would see 5 black men and 1 black female all wearing Fam Goon clothing, loading 17 white wrap packages into the jet. And according to the feds, on April 15, 2018, once the jet made it back to Atlanta, ATF federal agents would search the plane, and during their search, they will find 444 pounds of weed that had a street value of over $840,000. It is said as a result of this search, Ralo and the others who were traveling with him would all be arrested on federal charges. And as we all know today, Ralo would eventually be sentenced to 8 years in federal prison, and he would get out on November 8, 2023 after serving 5 years in federal prison. Thank y'all for watching my video, and God bless. And if y'all want to read his federal complaint, I'm going to post a link on my comments in this video. And if y'all decide to read it, like my comment so I'll see how many people really actually read it. It's public information, so it's easy to find on Google. All you gotta do is type in Terrell Ralo Davis versus United States and it'll pop up.